All right, let's check out this user chord situation we have now in the Maschine 3.0. So real quick, you hit the chord button, and this is on the Maschine hardware. I have the MK3 in front of me, and what we could do is first head over to where we can pick our scales first, because that is useful, right? So normal stuff. And I just picked any random sound, and just for like the sake of changing parameters here real quick. Yeah, I just felt like the reverb was just way too long. All right, so we could pick I don't know, some different scales here. You can, or you don't have to do that, but sometimes it's useful. But if you don't want any of that, you want things to be regular. Well, I'm in chord mode, obviously, but say like we did not want to be in any of this, we just hit keyboard, right? I prefer the piano, the keyboard, MIDI keyboard, but you know, it's here. So all you do now is hit this user chord, and you can save whatever preset. You can save your own stuff in here instead of relying on what Maschine deemed as the chord set that you should play with. So now you have your own. So now, as long as the user chord is lit here, and then hit the preview, and then say we hit the chord deal again, and we go to our second chord set. So what it seems is that you can save up to 16 different sets. So you can have 16 different chords in here. That's what it looks like. And between the options here, the mode, you have harmonize, chord set, and user chord. And obviously you'll be in user chord. When you hit this button up here, to automatically take you there anyway. So we're going to chord 2 and hit this button, and then I can say, okay, so what does it for first one sound? Yeah, don't like that one. You can always go back in there and make some adjustments. And what I also found out, and I can hear chords from brewing up on the stream, does this stuff save? From my testing, it seems that everything is automatically saving. So what I did was I made a chord earlier, and I shut Maschine down, and I brought it back up, and my chords were still here, right? So it's automatically saving in the background. Sharing this to platform, say like you guys came up with some cool chords, whatever. I don't know if that's something that is a thing yet, but of course, you know, these type of things, we're in the first phases. And once Native Instruments start watching back these different videos of us showing you guys how to do these things, and me specifically, I come up with, I wonder if you can do this. Or, ooh, it would be nice if you could do that. You know what I mean? I think all of us do that. And then they'll go back and make adjustments. And, you know, they listen to the community. So a way to save chords, maybe like in a different kind of way. Like, I don't know, if it's automatically saving in the background, I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe it can come with some extra functions like export the chord set to, you know. All right. So what it looks like, if I can explain this a little bit better. So in here, it looks like you can go up to 16 sets. But in here, you given 11 chords in each set. Now I'm overviewing this for the first time myself, guys. So I'm learning as I go. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So it's not like you have 16 chords you can come up with. You have 11 times 16. That's how that goes. So we're working in the first. Anyway, I don't like that. So let's do that. Right? Let's do something for real, for real. So what would be nice if we could take that, copy this over to the next one and change stuff here. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like that would be nice. You can also move your chords around. So like you didn't want this one to be here. You can just move that over here. So you could do that. Take that, move that over here. So now I got to go in here and see what I did. Okay. All right. Those three. And then come out. Let's change that. Let's see what that sounds like. And then not only like with the chords, you can add on top of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. Start over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, just messing around with this stuff, man. You do what you want, but yeah, it's cool. It's free, you know. It's free. It's free in the update, and you know, it's something that a lot of people have been asking for. Build your own chords instead of being here, but here's my thoughts in terms of what I would love to see happen next in the next update. It'd be nice to be able to copy those chords to the next, right? To the next, and then build on that. That way we can kind of stay in the same chord frame, maybe like bass note, or if we change the bass note, that's fine. Because here's the thing, when we creating chords, say we go an octave down and semitones and blah blah blah, we're outside the scope of the 16 pads in front of us, then we have to do that each time. You know what, I haven't tried my keyboard to see if I was to create, let me see, let's try it now. Are we able to come up? No. So I would imagine in a future update, well, I can't really say that, because like I've been trying to stress everyone that this platform is on NKS2 now. So this one is a old hardware in comparison to the Mark III version, the keyboard, the control. So it's not going to be fully integrated in that sense when we're doing things like this. You know what I mean? Because it would be cool if you have a control, then selecting the notes on the control and it record here, or record on the control, however, because it's integrated, you know, whenever that become a thing, then that would be ideal. But at the moment, this is basic. This is what we have. You building chords with the machine, and I think that's the only way to do it right now. I haven't seen anything in here where we can name our chords. Now that would be cool. You know, clearly we see the chord here, you know, your scales or whatnot, and those are named. You know, just give us the option to name our stuff so that we can easily remember what's happening. You know, that would be cool. Because right now I just say set 1, set 2, 3. You know what I mean? I was looking inside the software and I didn't see anything, unless I missed something. Maybe I didn't search long enough. It might be something in the settings I overlooked. Maybe there's a chord section. There should just be a whole nother section here. Name it chord. Just go ahead and add it a preset or preference area for chords. Give us the ability to turn on and off things. We can rename our stuff and probably color code stuff. That would be cool. I might be asking for too much. You know, that's what we always do. We always on here. They give us something that's like, and then we found new ways and new things we want, but don't really. We didn't know we wanted it until we got in something. So now it's like, that's just the nature of it, I guess. But I think in this situation, Native Instruments is listening, and they take these things that we are suggesting and our complaints and whatnot, and they go back and make adjustments. And this is how a company can stay on top of the grind. Because other companies, I promise you, there's other companies that's doing things like this already, and that's already thinking ahead. And so if we come in and we make these, you know, yeah, this is great, but if it can do this, if it can do that. Now, some things, I feel like some people are just reaching, but this right here, I feel like would be very useful. Being able to rename your sets, your chords, which in my opinion, I like everything to be organized. You know, I would love that. You know, being able to do that. Maybe being able to export the chords. I don't know if that's reaching, but that would be cool if we can export that and give it to somebody. I don't know. That's probably reaching. I think this will be useful. Being able to take the existing chords and manipulate those. So like I like that chord. Is there a way, or can there be a way that we can take that, and it's really specifically for those who don't play piano like myself, take something that sounds cool, but we, you know, there's often times where I find something really cool in here, but and I want this to go somewhere different instead of going there, because that right there to me is a vibe killer. You know what I mean? Well, maybe now that you know. So I want to take that, you know what I mean, and maybe there could be like a copy button, you know, hit copy and then select the chord set or your user and take it somewhere and put it there, and then you can manipulate, if that makes any sense. That would be really cool. I don't know. Native Instruments, what you think? That would be cool. Take something existing, because that's oftentimes that's what we doing anyway. Like other platforms that has chords, we'll take chords sometimes and that's what I'm doing all the time anyway. I come up with stuff and I'm manipulating things, or I find chords, or even my own chords I come up with. I come back and make adjustments. I tell you what I've been doing, using Scalar 2, and now Scalar 3 is out. We got to touch on that as well. But when I come up with something in that, I'm sometimes taking those chords and just may need to change a couple of chords just to make it my own. You know what I mean? To fit the song for like transition purpose, or just, you know, just, I don't know. I want to change the octave or the voicing, you know, that type of thing. Maybe that maybe that could be another thing that they add in here. Add voicing in here, just period. Just add that to the whole chord structure here. The ability to change the voicing. I think sometimes that might be what we need. You know, this is cool and all, where and all we could do so far is go octave up and down and change semitones. But what about changing the voicing? That might be powerful, you know, inversions and things like that. What you think, Native Instruments? You think that'd be a great idea? I think that would make Maschine even more powerful in terms of like using the chord section, you know, being able just to move stuff around, because this is just basic. Now, I love the fact that you guys gave us use a chord, but you know, I think things will go a whole lot further if we was given the ability to do those things I just mentioned. All right, I probably could think of more things right now, but I'm gonna end the video right here. Beat culture, lifestyle governed by art. See y'all next time.